Hey guys, just play Outcry. This is a psychological point-and-click adventure game that came out in 2008. And yeah, again, another one by the Adventure Company. They made a lot of adventure games back then. Yeah, let's check it out here. Okay, so yeah, so it's first person. Let's see, like misstyle, or I guess you can say that. Though the aesthetic is very different. Let's see. How come I can barely move my mouse? It's like very difficult to move my mouse for some reason. Okay, fine. I'll use my touchpad then to do it. Okay, so check this out. I don't know why it's so hard to move my mouse. Okay, I'll use my touchpad. Must be something wrong with my mouse then. Let's see. Ooh, it's very dark. So yeah, I think there's psychological horror here in the first person view. Let's see. What is this? This is just a painting, right? This is just looking at different paintings, I guess. Nothing there. Oh, no, this is back to the menu. So no, oh, this is a. So I think the game was originally Russian, so or Russian or Ukrainian or something. But anyways, I cannot read this. But I think the game, yeah, the developer is originally Russian or Ukrainian or something. But yeah, and it takes place in Russia or Ukraine. So anyways, that's that. Why can I not? I cannot go to this door. Okay. But over here. Nope, nothing down there. Nope, nothing here. The only thing to click on is this newspaper here. Is there anything else? There's a little bike here, actually. Bike. Covered? Nope, can't do anything there. Okay. Or here's this, the paintings. Okay, there's another one. Another painting. Mother and her son, I guess, or daughter. It's a mother and her child. Okay, there's something in English. Despite refusal and conquest to save journalists, Waiting painting shortly for answer. Okay. That's it there. Oh, here. Grandfather clock. Can't do anything there. Another painting. Take a look at that one. You can look at all the paintings, but I don't think they do anything. This door, can we open it? Yeah, okay. Another room.
Understanding that I will never return. Thus, if you are listening to this record, this means that I have left this world. So far, I've managed to get there only for a short period. Often the return was an anguished procedure, and I swore off to plunge anymore. Nevertheless, it is impossible to withstand the curiosity of a pioneer explorer. And what is more important, it seems like I am a hostage of the machine. Human language cannot portray that place. It is attractive and frightening at the same time. There are heart-dear places, but at the same time, the atmosphere is alien to human beings. And after all, I believe those feelings are an essential part of us. I am warning you of attempts to repeat my experiment and ask you, as my brother, to make sure that my work will not receive publicity. Burn all the notes and destroy all the facilities except the capsule. It must be saved. Let it be just a piece of metal for you. I cannot tell you more. You are the only heir of my house and property according to my will. Furthermore, do not forget an important thing.
The aesthetic is very interesting, actually. It's almost like post-apocalyptic in a way. Okay, can I do anything here? Nope. Can't touch any of these levers here, switches, unfortunately. Nope. I can only look at them, but I can't touch them. Look, but not touch. Okay, cabinets, cannot open them. Cannot open, cannot open. Oh, I can turn on the radio. Turn on the radio. What? Can I do anything here? Can't do anything without these switches, right? Oh no, I can. It's like circuit breaker type switches here. I can't do anything. Nope, can't do anything there. Put this door here. And it's blocked? Yeah, it's locked. Another kind of weird picture. Okay. I guess we'll go here. There's a study. Looks like the study. Megaliths. No, they're talking about megaliths here. Oh, interesting. So 1, 2.
The 6th of June. I finished the assembling of the first 2 amplifiers. I calculated how many vacuum tubes I need.
Vacuum
Peter,
tubes.
my second
That's my
assistant,
thing.
who takes part in the assembling process, has broken up some tubes today. I will need to borrow some money from Heller again because of my financial distress. When my visitors see the organophone, they start asking useless questions as if I'm giving music lessons. It will be reasonable to hide it behind the curtain. How primitive is their train of thought? The 9th of June. The work is in full swing. Steaming engine has become an object of my attention. It required a certain revision for powering the amplifiers from its power supply. It is positively impossible to use the town's power circuit. Unstable voltage and noises, those bloody noises. After all, it may be a big hazard. The 23rd of June. Some visitors from the university appeared. Something concerning my grant. I had to hustle them out. I met Elizabeth at the front door. She told me that 2 old women who had lived above my apartment moved unfortunately yesterday. They were saying that the building had been cursed. When I asked what was this curse like, she said the old women complained about permanent anxiety, confusion, and migraines. I expressed in my opinion that in their old age, things may go even worse, but admitted to myself that recently I had turned on the organophone quite often, and it is the time to think about proper acoustic insulation. The 26th of June. I've recommenced my bicycle rides in the evening. I turn on the light in the greenhouse less frequently. I don't need to worry about the plants now.
Okay.
The 4th of July. Tonight, a diving bell was delivered. I went out to meet them. The weather was awful. A cloudburst with strong wind. Luckily, they managed to mount it up the stairs, and the doorway appeared to be wide enough. A person from the university called me. I missed my lecture. It was for the first time in my life. The 19th of July. It is still gloomy. The barometer is falling. I feel bloody ill, but I cannot put off my work. Paul and Peter helped me to install the oscillator. After short doubts, we decide to embed bars in the floor. Some books about ancient beliefs of the West Caucasus tribes were delivered, and a work of one English anthropologist who had been living there for 6 years. It is doubtful that I will find out anything new there. The 5th of August. It was clear from the very beginning that we must cool the amplifiers somehow. Overheating may lead to bad consequences, especially during the work of the capsule's oscillator. I have chosen water cooling at the moment. It's a safe and reasonably priced method. The valves may adjust the fall. All the amplifiers work hazard-free if the number of turns for each valve is 5222. The first canal is the primary one, so it demands the strongest head. The 14th of August. I sold some furniture and silverware. Peter told me in a considerate way that I look haggard. I cannot see this myself because there are no mirrors in the house anymore. The capsule is almost finished. I'm going to do an anticipatory test in a couple of weeks.
I heard tube amplifiers and my ears perked up because I'm a guitarist and an audiophile, right?
The 27th of August. There is a miscalculation, I guess. I am nearly giving way to despair. At least 1 month of working for nothing. One of the amplifiers combusted. I've taken the Tutsin extract and come to my senses. The 3rd of September. Everything is in vain. The miscalculations are somewhere in the theoretic computations. To tell the truth, I am not sure that my project is perfect, but God is my witness. I have not attempted to make the construction cheap and simple. How could I trust those threadbare stones and unconvincing legends when many thousands of years had passed and many civilizations had come and gone? No, definitely no. The golden age of humankind passed. In our world, one's consciousness is doomed to be only a part of the medular substance being cut by the surgeon's scalpel easily.
Okay, so that was his diary. Voiced. Got a key. Nice. So I think that was here for the key, basically. Yeah. Oh no, that's the same book. So I was reading. Nope.
The 6th of June.
Nope. Can I use the key?
I met our parents on Tuesday. They looked just like they had been during our memorable ferry trip. There is no return. Our memory and experience are what make our very self. After every immersion, a small part of the personality stays there, meeting the memories of the past that begot it. Mother's eyes were looking at me again, and it was not just an empty image or the face from a photograph. I saw comprehension in her eyes and understood that she saw me as well. The separation process is out of control. It's too late to change anything when the scope of the things happening becomes clear. Inner conflicts materialize, archetypes overwhelm, and the ego drowns in an ocean of uncertainty. I remembered the kindness and care they had given us in our childhood. When I returned, I felt very irritated and even said God knows what to my housekeeper, a very nice old woman. Wherefore is this world without youth, without loving and close persons?
Can we use the key to open this door? Wonder. I don't I have the key? So how do I remember getting a key, right? Can I use it? There we go. Yeah, here we go. It's experiments. Some kind of experiment. Can I do something here?
Dolmens. I have been thinking about the mystery of the dolmens for many years.
Dolmens.
We know nothing about its builders, their beliefs, and their way of living. Scientists used to think that these stone structures were patrimonial interments, but it was a big mistake, for remains were found only in several dolmens, and probably those had been put there by latter inhabitants hundreds of years after the construction. My theory is the result of studying strict regularities of the construction of every dolmen. The discovery suggests that the dolmen builders belong to a highly developed and pragmatic culture. I brought the Abertia seeds home, just in case, and tried to couch them in my greenhouse. When I found the soil dry...
Albertia seeds, okay. Turn the valves. Turn the valves a bit. And then I go down here. Yep. Can I open the panels? Do anything here?
The 18th of October. As a result of my experiments, I have concluded that if we consider that the capsule is the gate to the shimmering world, then the agent received from Albertia is the key to the door. Reworking the capsule took a lot of time while dealing with the plant, but it was very simple. It requires 5 portions of alcohol and 3 portions of ether to get the extract. The 6th of November. I have been experiencing a very strange side effect during the last days. I've started to remember my early childhood in its most minute detail, especially that tragic episode which I wish to erase from my memory, but my mind replays it over and over again. It is unbearable. The 18th of October. As a result of the 6th of November.
Okay. And then can you do anything here? Oh, okay, I go down here. I see. Okay. Small little area here. I don't know, where he's doing more experiments or something. Oh, I remember he said turn some valve 5 times or 3 times or something. Yeah, which way was it? How many times was it? Okay, I don't know which valves to turn again. I remember he said turning it like some specified number of times, but yeah. It's like 5, 2, and 2 or something like that. Yeah, I think that's where you do it. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's an interesting game. The aesthetic is very interesting. It's like almost like dystopian steampunk in a way. So yeah, very interesting aesthetic. And it's got like this vignetting going on in this game as well, like sepia tone vignetting. So yeah, unique aesthetic. Definitely worth a try, I would say. So yeah, Outcry, guys. It's got this dystopian steampunk type setting with like this sepia tone vignetting going on, which is definitely a unique aesthetic. So anyways, pretty cool game. Yeah, psychological. Not exactly horror that much, but definitely psychological, for sure. It's got some interesting, you go through the minds of the scientists, I guess, who did some experiments. Pretty cool. So guys, thanks for watching.